Welcome to ATN Gen Z, where entertainment meets lifestyle and culture sets the pace. From the music you stream to the story shaping how we live, this is your front row seat to what's trending, what matters, and what next. On ATN Gen Z, we bring to you latest entertainment news and updates, interviews with your favorite celebrities and industry experts, performances by local artists, interactive segments, including video polls and giveaways. And now to our top trending stories for today: defamation. Burna Boy sues ex-users over defamatory posts. In music, A$AP Rocky tops Billboard 200 with album, and public plea, Ye apologizes, blames brain surgery injury for outbursts. And in fashion, Prince Charles makes Louis Vuitton debut. Don't forget, this program is open for sponsorship, jingles, advert placement, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interview, products, service promotion, and commercials. Don't forget to watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We are also available on Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Follow us on our social media on Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Net. Stay connected by following, subscribing, liking, and sharing our social media content. We'll go on a short break, and when we get back, we'll discuss everything talking about everything on entertainment. Welcome back. It's still ATN Gen Z, and today we have a guest with us in the studio. He's an entertainer, he's into showbiz, and he's also a vibe. We have Benedict Chika. Chika, welcome. Happy to have you here today.
It's my pleasure to be here. I'm very, very happy to be here at this particular moment. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, all right. We're going to dive straight into what we have. We're on X. We've had Grammy-winning Nigerian artist Burna Boy, born Ebuno Oluwadamini Ugulu, widely known as the African Giant, has taken formal actions against a user on the social media platform X over an allegedly defamatory comment. The singer's legal team served an ultimatum to the user identified as Merex Moses, demanding the removal of a controversial post that made unsubstantiated claims about Burna Boy's relationship with American music executive Sean Diddy Combs. The letter described the statement as libelous, untrue, and injurious to the artist's reputation. The legal notice dated January 26, 2026 was delivered via Burna Boy's lawyers, who argued the post violated X policy on abuse and harassment while causing reputational harm to the Afrobeat star. The notice gave the user 48 hours to delete the post and confirm compliance, warning that failure to do so would result in further legal actions. Supporters on X have been divided, with some backing Burna Boy's stance against online defamation and others comparing his response to how his peers have handled similar situations. This development highlights growing tensions between public figures and content creators on social platforms, where unverified claims can spread rapidly and potentially harm careers. Burna Boy's decision to pursue legal channels underscores a broader conversation about accountability in digital discourse and how artists protect their personal brands in the age of social media. So, Benedict, Benedict, what does Burna Boy's legal action, against this ex-user tell us about, how artists handle, defamation in this digital stage?
Well, I feel like Burna Boy, as you know, is a very controversial figure. He's that kind of person that he gives you the energy as he's feeling it. He will give you raw, like, back to back. But then sometimes some things, there's a way you will play with some things, and it doesn't have to get too much. You have to.
Yeah, I was getting to that question. Like, where do you draw the line? Because I mean, a lot of users on X will tell you they are what they call banger boys. They are throwing agenda. They will tell you agenda no be anybody, papa.
It doesn't matter now. But see, this has to be with someone's image. Is what you are tarnishing. It's like, you get me. You don't have to be your banger boys with what someone has taken.
Built.
It has taken him years to build.
Yeah.
Burna Boy started from the street of Port Harcourt here. I mean, he started hustling, building the career to the stage he is now. So someone telling me that you want because you are chasing clout, or maybe you are looking for a little bit of your own fame or something like that, you now have to tarnish his own image by putting something online and feel like you get away with it. For me, it's not It's not proper. And him taking legal actions is much more better than just, trying to...
So you feel like him taking, the legal ultimatum, like, is the best decision he had to
it's
take?
It's as easy as that. Did the guy not take the thing down?
But some people tell you that it's not that serious because a lot of artists has faced similar things online and a lot of them have ignored it.
You can choose to ignore. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
You get? So probably if, let's say it was Whiskey and the guys made that kind of comment and Whiskey choose to ignore, it's his own...
Yeah, cup of tea.
Yes, but Burna Boy, his own, this thing is just telling you that he doesn't want that. Do not do this. So instead of him trying to come online to come and rant, he just, takes legal action, which is okay by me.
Yeah, but people will tell you everybody has freedom of speech. Is freedom of speech not applicable yet?
See, freedom of speech doesn't mean you have to defame somebody. You have to say something that will tarnish someone's image. It's still defamation. You are free to say what you want to say. I don't like Burna Boy's music, okay. His song is not sounding good to me, good and fine, that is there. But then trying to tarnish the image by saying things that will hurt him or hurt his reputation, that's very, very bad. Like, for me, it's literally very bad. So if Burna Boy feels like this is not good, I don't want this to be there, I want this to be taken out.
Yeah. They said freedom of speech is guaranteed, but freedom after speech, it's not actually guaranteed. And also for me, I think that we should ask like the question about how, this will impact, fans' behavior. I mean, it's something that has been normal on the streets of X, people are normally used to throwing agenda, and like you said, some people do not know where to draw the line. So actually for you, do you feel like this will impact the way, agenda is being thrown online? Are we going to see, because I mean that's what make music Twitter fun to some extent.
Actually,
you get music X, is fun to some extent because of this agenda boys, these banger boys. But like you said, there's a need to draw a line, and in drawing that line, I mean, we might just grow past that eras of banger boys online.
Oh, see, let me just put it this way: you can actually do what you want to do with who you want to do it.
Yeah.
But then, if the person says,
take it down.
Take it down. I don't want this one. It's just like, let's put this thing with Burna Boy. It's not the first time he's taking legal actions with Akbe.
Yeah.
So it happened that way. He doesn't want people to like tarnish his image, telling him he's Diddy babe, so. It was kind of a thing. So he was like, take this down. Yeah, I reported, they arrested him, did everything. If you check now, the thing is no longer...
But he didn't stop it because he's arresting somebody for the same thing now. So, and we know how X work, we know how these boys work.
That's not how you will compare this Moses' own to Akme's own.
Yeah.
It was so too much. I was keeping up to date with the whole thing. It was very, very, even after his release, he had him long face.
It was funny, but...
It was funny, but I mean, sometimes some people can tend to take this person now more than other people. So Burna Boy in this stage, he doesn't like nonsense. He's a no-nonsense person. If you get it, you know that the guy doesn't like nonsense. So at this point in time, he doesn't like what they are saying.
So you feel like this will stop other people from doing it? Because
it will not stop other people.
Because we saw what happened, I think that was 2 months ago, last month, where Alabi Lawrence on X, he arrested someone for same defamation, and what happened led to him leaving X. He's no more on X. I mean, a lot of fans were, a lot of people were doing that, like, blood, see how many of us you would arrest.
See, the thing is that it's their choice.
Yeah.
If I say something bad against you, if you want to take legal actions, you can take. But if you choose to ignore, let's say, now unlike Cruz, that one is... But for me, I think you don't have to... It's not everything that you're going to just be taking legal actions on. I'm very, very sure that it's not the first time somebody said something bad against Burna Boy.
Yeah.
He didn't take actions on those ones. He chose. Probably the statement he made hurt him very, very well, or it's getting to some extent that he needs to cut it down.
He hits him.
So for me, if he decides to take legal action, it's his own reputation, he's going to do everything, it's his career, he's going to work with that. So if he says, if people are like trying to drag him down or trying to say that is everybody that is going to serve legal action on board, for me, if Burna Boy wants to take legal action, he's on his own side.
All right.
But then it doesn't have to get too much. For me, the Acme own, if it's that one, it deserves our cause. I mean, it was way too much. It was way too much. So, but for this guy own, it's not everybody that you should reply to. Even sometimes you just shank him.
Yeah, shank him.
Yeah, just leave her, let it be. Now Jay-Z will be one way or another. You come and drag another person again.
Exactly.
That's the thing. But then it's cool.
Yeah. Also moving on, American rapper A$AP Rocky has achieved a major commercial milestone as his latest studio album, Don't Be Dumb, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 charts, making his third career chart topper and his first in more than a decade. According to industry tracking, the project earned approximately 123,000 equivalent album units in the United States in its first week, with streaming and sales combining for a strong showing. The album's debut was extremely competitive, edging out other high-profile releases while reflecting Rocky's enduring appeal in hip-hop and mainstream music. This marks his first chart-topping effort since At Long Last A$AP 2015 and Long Live A$AP in 2013. Underscoring the impact of Don't Be Dumb as both a critical and commercial success, the achievement has drawn reactions not only from fans but also from prominent figures in music and entertainment. Celebrations included public support from partner Rihanna, who highlighted the moment on social platforms, adding a personal and cultural dimension to the industry-wide acknowledgement of Rocky's return to the top of the charts. Benedict, I want to ask you, first of all, have you listened to that album, A$AP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb?
Okay, all I have to say is, people call him A$AP Rocky, but if you're a score fan, you should know he has another name,
Yeah.
Mr. Pistol Popper.
Yeah.
So all I have to say is, currently now, Don't Be Dumb is one of my most played albums. I'm a core fan of A$AP Rocky, and I've always loved A$AP Rocky. His fashion sense, he has been living on the Broadway for more than a decade. The way he raps, his own career is something that is built on a different level.
Yeah, I think he has that charisma that other artists don't have, you know. They just have a way of loving him. The fans have a way of loving him, you know. His fashion sense, you know, plays a major role in people listening to his music also.
So that's the thing. Me, I love A$AP Rocky. I play his songs. Right before I entered this show, I was playing the album.
Wow.
What's
your favorite song on the album?
I think the one he had with Funky Rock.
Yeah.
Funky Rock is very nice one. I love that one. I've actually seen the music video. You know, the album is collaborated with Tim Burton, the movie director.
Yeah.
So I love Tim Burton animations. I love his music.
His animations are cool, actually.
Very cool and abstract. So him collaborating with, or rather, A$AP Rocky collaborating with him to make an album was something I was never expecting to happen anytime soon. But then I saw it, and the music video was, you just see Tim Burton is literally there. His animation was the impact was played or was displayed on the music video. So you understand that A$AP Rocky is like, he's moving out from the normal mainstream and he's creating something that is bigger than something that hip-hop legacies have already done.
You're trying to say he's building a niche for himself.
He's always doing something different. You know, his pattern of rap is actually different. From Long Live A$AP, that was when I started playing A$AP Rocky from 2013, 2015. Then I get to know his album Testing, which he had Big Smoke inside. Was it
Pop Smoke?
No, Big Smoke. I forgot his name. This UK artist. Skepta. So when I played the song from the Testing, I got to love A$AP more. Right. So forever, a long period of time, he has never dropped an album or anything till this particular album.
Yeah,
so
this is his first album in over 8 years.
8 years.
In 8 years, this is his first album.
If you're asking me why the song got to this album got to this milestone, for me, it's deserving. Yeah. Just like you have not fed the fans for over a long period of time.
Words on the streets says Rihanna has a major role to play. What do you think?
Yes, Rihanna should have a major role to play, because I mean,
she's Rihanna.
She's Rihanna.
Right? Okay.
Anybody with Rihanna, you have to see that Rihanna is someone that once she has this glow in her, as long as she's in someone's life, you notice that there's a spark there. Just like when I witnessed it with her. I don't know if you're familiar with her relationship with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
During that period, you know that there's something different about the two of them.
Yeah.
Till they fell off and everything scattered.
I just hope we get to meet our own Rihanna one day.
I was looking for the other Rihanna, that Rihanna is Rock he has, but he tried.
It's all good.
He backed
Yeah.
that. It's okay, so it's cool.
Yeah, so how will you compare this album? You like you said, Long Live ASAP and his first album also. You look at those albums and all of them have been able to hit that milestone, Billboard. And a lot of fans will tell you, I know it's too early, but with what you've listened and what you've heard, how do you rank his albums? From, the three of them.
Let me put this. I'm going to just say this as plain as possible. This particular album for me is like, it's not the usual A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, something different.
Something different is here, and for me, I was expecting something like that, because he's always doing this with almost all the projects he dropped. He has his one theme that he portrays in each album. So for this particular one, I will rate it something. Let's say it's something that we are going to engage on later on. We are going to like consume it more. But for now, it's something new. It's not.
Yeah, a lot of people have not. It hasn't synced in yet.
Yes,
for a lot of people.
That's it. It has not synced in. So, but for the core musical fans, you understand that A$AP Rocky is still A$AP Rocky. You will notice the beat there is literally very different. It's giving you the funk and the rock vibe in this particular album. So for me, I will rate this one like, let's say for now. I'm not literally into all the songs for now, but the ones I've listened and I loved, I'll rate them like 9, 8 over 10. And for me, that's literally very good.
All right, I mean, we saw on that album, he had the likes of Doichi, he had some nice features, and he had a lot of collaboration. What was your best collaboration on that album?
I love the one he had with Brent Fayaz. I love the Doichi own, and I think these two for now, they are literally sit well with me. Yeah. I think these are like my top favorites in the album with collaboration, my top collaborations in the album. So these particular ones, the one with Brent Fayaz and the one with Doichi, I love these two.
But were you expecting, to feature someone more mainstream, someone more in the picture right now?
He featured Tyler, the Creator. I was expecting him to have Tyler, the Creator on the album.
But I was expecting something more like, Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. For me, he's experimenting with this particular album. For me, this is not the usual A$AP Rocky.
But core A$AP Rocky fans actually have been waiting to see, that collaboration, Travis Scott, A$AP Rocky.
That's what I expected. But then, I was open-minded to the whole thing, because I was expecting him to do something like this. But then, for the collaboration side, I was not even expecting to see someone like Brent Fayaz on the album.
Exactly.
Let me not lie, I was not expecting to see Brent Fayaz, but the collaboration was there, it happened. I saw it and I tend to like it. The R&B vibe is needed in the album, you get. Yeah. So the Doichi collaboration, that one, I love that track. I love the track, for real.
All right, I mean, it's hot right here in the studio. We're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, I mean, we are going to delve right into what we have. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that short break. It's still ATN Gen Z on your favorite dial, Atlantic Television Network. We are going to go straight into what we have, where American rapper and fashion figure Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has published a full-page public apology in the Wall Street Journal for a long string of anti-Semitic remarks and erratic public behavior that drew widespread condemnation. In the letter titled "To Those I've Hurt," he expressed deep remorse for statements and actions that offended Jewish and other communities, denying that he is a Nazi or anti-Semite, while acknowledging the pain he caused. In the detailed message, Ye attributed much of that behavior to an undiagnosed brain injury sustained in a 2002 car accident and a subsequent bipolar type 1 disorder diagnosis, which he says went untreated for years and warped his judgment during manic episodes. He described how he lost touch with reality at times, leading to impulsive, reckless behavior, including the use of offensive symbols and remarks in 2025 that led to the suspension of social media accounts and the end of major brand partnership. He also apologized to the black community for letting them down and said he is now focused on treatments, therapy, and creative work that he hopes will contribute positively rather than harm. While he asked for understanding and patience as he seeks personal and public redemption, advocacy groups and commentators noted that apologies, even sincere ones, will need to be backed by long-term actions to rebuild trust after years of controversies. How do you interpret Ye's apology and the explanation he gave for his past anti-Semitic behavior, Benedict?
See, all I have to say is that Brother Ye is someone that is, right from the onset of his career, he has been very, very controversial. He says a whole lot of things.
Yeah, he says a whole lot of things, but what we saw from Ye, from the likes of 2018...
Till now?
2018, yeah, till 2025, it was a different year altogether.
Yeah, see, I actually get that too. I'm not going to lie, I actually get that. But the thing is that, following... I've watched his documentary.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
You have seen that.
Yeah.
You've seen that. So I loved the documentary. But then, some of the things I got to understand was that Ye is someone that once he wants to say that thing, you will know that he wants to say it, and he just says that it is. Most times, it's not good. Even on a live broadcast, we see Ye saying things that like their former president doesn't like the black people. He's a racist. I'm not like, why would you be saying these kind of things? I mean, what does he want to gain from all these little things he's saying? So him being that kind of person, people have to understand that he's that kind of person. He will still say something hurtful, something out of the line along the way, but then there's no too much thing in him coming to apologize to the public. But then apologizing doesn't mean you just say sorry and then still go back to your old behaviors.
Yeah.
At least you have to back it up with some actions that you've changed, because really, he really said a whole lot of things.
Yeah, he said a whole lot,
Even both his character, the way he dressed, everything that he was doing at that point in time was...
Yeah, he broke a lot of relationships.
I'm telling you, like, most people thought that, like, they have cloned Ye, that the Ye that we have now is not like the former ones, because there was a whole lot of things going on X. People have seen a whole lot of things. They are not like all this conspiracy theory that they have brainwashed him, they have changed him, like... So we now saw a whole figure, even when he changed his name from Kanye West to Ye, I know that something done the change. So it was just like, I'm seeing it there and he's just doing all those things. But him apologizing just shows that he's meek and humble, but then he has to change this time around.
But do you think like mental health, it should be understood in public controversies, because, especially when it involves high-profile figures, mental health, has a whole lot of role to play. He might not be in this right mental health strength at that particular point in time. What do you think about that?
Yeah, when this comes to mental health, I will back that up. I will support him if that's where he lays his excuse.
Because he said he has bipolar disorder.
He has bipolar
and
disorder.
Years back, Kim Kardashian made a claim that Kanye West had bipolar disorder, and a lot of people came for her. He actually denied it publicly. A lot of people came for her, but right now he's using it. Will you say he's using it to score cheap points? Maybe using it to save face, because as of that time he denied it. and now he's coming out to say he actually has bipolar disorder.
I think one of the things that we normally get to know is that, okay, I've heard where they say that if you have bipolar disorder, you won't know you have bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not something like you have malaria and you, okay, I get malaria. It's not something that is like that. If you have bipolar disorder, you have to get diagnosed. They have to show you decide that this thing that you're doing is disorder. But then on your own, you'll be like, no.
You have to accept it. You have to
acknowledge someone that
it.
is strong-willed. You cannot just come and wave his willingness. Once he have said, this is what I want, he's going to get it. I don't know if you're getting me. So I feel like since they have the Kim tagged the bipolar disorder, then according to him, he doesn't have any disorder. And then now he's accepting the fact that he has disorder. And he even mentioned that it wasn't treated for a long period of time, so it affects him. So we'll just go on with that. But then, for me, he has tendered apology. Him tendering apology is one step. Him backing it up with actions is another step, showing us that he has changed. But then some bridges cannot be built back after you have burned them.
Yes, so based on that, I mean, what are the steps you think, if he's actually genuine about this, his apology, what can he do, to make amends, and make peace?
If he's actually true to his words, the actions is one. He can just personally, there are some people that, for me, he needs to tender apology personally, not just releasing on a public statement. He needs to just go rekindle the relationship back.
Yeah.
They maintain a relationship. You have a relationship with someone doesn't mean it's going to be there forever. You have to maintain it along.
Do you think it would bring back the Nike deal?
I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm very, very shocked when the deal was cut off.
Were you shocked?
You know, I mean,
with the statement he made about Jewish people and everything, I mean, we are expecting even a lot of companies cut ties with him, severe ties with him, because you can't make such comments without consequences.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's one of the things I just mentioned that, like, when I said some bridges you can't build them back.
Yeah.
This might be one of the bridges that you cannot build back, because those companies on their own, they have a reputation to keep. They have a reputation to uphold. People that are there, people that work in there, are still human beings. They have emotions. You get me? So you working with them and then coming to the whole public to make some statements, very huge statements, is like, it's too much. Sometimes people can't just go back on those things. They can't go back to those relationships. They have to like keep it at day, even if they forgive.
Yeah. So no doubt Kanye West and most of his peers, are not where they used to be, but Kanye West was seen as the greatest rapper of his time. A lot of people still see him as the greatest rapper. I personally, my personal opinion is not needed, but a lot of people see him as one of the greatest rappers ever. And after that, after this series of issues, Kanye West has been a shadow of himself. He has not been able to release a quality album, an album that everybody listens to. Yeah. He released an album a few years ago, but it wasn't... it
wasn't what we expected.
Yes, like it wasn't the Kanye West album we expected.
Thunder would do wonders.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He didn't get to the milestone I was expecting.
So do you think his apology, will impact his relationship and his career moving forward?
He has already said what he said, understand? So he has said it and he's facing the consequences now. So for him to come back to his feet, he has to actually calm down, rebrand himself. You understand? It's something that took him time to build. He destroyed it by himself, like nobody helped him. He was triggering the fire, pouring the fuel. You get me? So since he has already done that, I feel like he can still come back to his feet. It's Kanye West you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
I get you getting me. One of the baddest producers, one of the best rappers. I mean, I've known most songs that he produced and he worked on, how they changed. You get me? He's someone that's very resilient. So for me, Kanye West will not back down. You get me? So after this apology, for me, it's like a first step. After now, he might come back to do much more things. And people now, once you do one or two things now we like, he's back on his feet again.
He's back on his feet.
That's one thing.
So you think he still has it in him,
Of course, yes.
He can still deliver us that 10 over 10 album.
Even if it doesn't come with the way of the old Kanye West, but he's still going to give us something.
Because I mean, a lot of his peers have tried to, get back in the game. They've tried the likes of Ludacris. At some point, we have Jay-Z released a track. I mean, he released an album then, and it wasn't really. Yeah, they tried, but it wasn't the same thing we expected. Even the Wu-Tang crew.
Yeah, but the thing is that, see, the thing is
Nothing.
that everything has changed at this point in time.
Yeah.
Like, this show is Jay-Z. I mean, they need to give us something that we need now.
Yeah, something we could relate to.
Something we could relate to now. You cannot tell me that I love Kanye West, College Dropout.
Yeah,
You get me? I love those albums. 2007, the one he dropped 2007, my Dark Twisted Fantasy. But
Yeah.
if I'm to listen to songs now, I won't actually relate more to that, all of them, what he's saying as of then, because those years have passed. You get me?
Yeah.
So for him to like capture the people that are listening to songs now, the mainstreamers now, you need to give us what you can relate to. That's why you see most of the younger artists are making more waves. You see someone like Lewis Yvette.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? His last song now
Playboy Carti.
yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, at first, I didn't literally like Playboy Carti, but when he dropped I Am Music, bro, I calmed down. I was like, okay. I have this guy that he's always playing songs, and he's a rapper. So he follows Playboy Carti well, literally. So he plays and he uploads his songs. I came to like understand that if I give this guy a chance, I will like him.
So it's just about understanding the rhythm and everything.
And then capturing the people, the younger. The music is always changing. You know, it's the same music, but it's changing. Whiskey, as of then, is not the whiskey that is giving us we do now. Are you getting me? So the songs Whiskey dropped as of then, Superstars, Holla at Your Boy, is not the song he's dropping now. So, but then that's what gives him the relevance. He's still in the music business because he's changing. So for Ye to get back to his feet, he needs to give us something that we can relate to.
All right, we hope Kanye West, built the bond bridges, make amends where it's met, and we hope to see a better and a stronger Kanye West. Moving on, a young Nigerian model known as Prince Charles has become an unexpected fashion world breakout after being discovered in the city of Port Harcourt and walking runway for Louis Vuitton at Paris Fashion Women's Week, Spring-Summer 2026. Charles was first spotted in Port Harcourt in August 2025 when a modeling agent shared a viral TikTok clip of him on the streets. The agent's post helped locate the teenager and kickstart a journey from local recognition to international fashion stages. Following his discovery, Charles spent months training in Lagos, where he learned runway technique, posture, and camera confidence with professional mentors. Before being submitted to major agencies and ultimately cast by Louis Vuitton, one of the world's most prestigious luxury fashion houses, his appearance on the Paris runway marks a rare milestone for a Nigerian model, spotlighting African talent on a platform traditionally dominated by Western names and demonstrating how local scouting and social media can open doors globally. Back home, the story has revived conversations about fashion ecosystems in Nigerian cities such as Lagos and Port Harcourt, where fashion weeks and creative communities strive for broader recognition and infrastructure investment. Port Harcourt Fashion Week has grown into a notable event nurturing local designers and models, while Lagos Fashion Week continues to push Nigerian brands into global conversation, though some in the industry debates resource distribution and access for emerging talent across different regions. So yeah, Benedict, from the streets of Port Harcourt to running the runway in Paris Fashion Week, Louis Vuitton.
That's awesome.
What does it mean for the, for Nigeria as a whole and for the industry, the fashion industry? Someone who was entirely not into fashion at all. He was literally going to school. He's a student of RSU, and a media personality saw him. Someone who is into the fashion business saw him, and took a video of him and uploaded it on TikTok, telling TikTok to do his work, find him for me. And eventually, they got to meet. And 7 months later, he's running in the Paris Fashion Week. What does it mean?
For me, let me say, when you want to get blessed, or when it's your time to shine, no matter where you are heading, even if it's under a rock, if it's your time, it's your time. You get me?
Yeah.
So for me, I felt like what he did or what happened here was like, it's his time to rise, to get famous, to get the spotlight, to be at that spotlight at this point in time. So him getting to this point now is something that is literally good, and it's like opening more ways to people that whatever it is they are doing these days, it has to be on a digital platform. Because just imagine there was no TikTok.
Yeah, I get you.
You get me?
Yeah.
So aside from that, then if the boy, I don't know before he was captured if he was a model or
He wasn't a model. He was
wasn't a model.
he was an anatomy student in the River State University.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings the conversation to, I mean, what is happening to the entertainment sector in River State. He was in the city of Port Harcourt, and someone who came for Lagos, you know, spotted him. Someone who has an eye for a model,
Yeah,
someone
I mean,
who has...
it's something that some people have this shine in them too. It's just like Rema.
Yeah.
When Dr. Prince saw him on stage, he was like, I saw a star. So are you getting me?
Yeah.
So it's just like they can see some people who have these eyes, you know, these scouters, they have the eyes for the talent. They can spot it from afar.
Yeah.
Just imagine if Dr. Prince didn't see Rema on that stage and I was like, I saw a star. So you can see it in whatever they are doing. Some people have that raw talent. Once it's there, it's there. They don't have to do too much. Why some have to work their way to get to this stage whereby you have to be on it.
So how significant, you know, do you see this moment, you know, for African representation? Because it's very rare for you to see someone, just a regular person from Port Harcourt, you know, in 7 months and is already on fashion, Louis Vuitton Fashion Week in Paris. I mean, it's normal when you see artists, you know, people of influence, you know, running the runway. I think we saw Black Bones, the last edition of the Paris Fashion Week. He ran the runway, you know, right there in Paris. But for seeing a regular Nigerian, someone from Port Harcourt, you know, from here to there in about 7 months, I mean, what significance does he have? You know, I mean, a lot of people now will pay attention, you know, into what they actually want to do. What do you think about that?
So for me, I think it's a very nice something. It's very eye-opening.
Yeah.
Me, when I got to see the news, I was so happy. Because if I could swap places with him to be there, I mean, I love those kind of things. I love fashion, I love clothes, I love dressing, you get me? So if I could be at that stage he is now, it's going to be a very happy something for me. And I believe that this is something that is like opening doors for everybody now. You will never someone has done it, do it. You get me? You could achieve that too if someone has already achieved it already. And for him to achieve that within 7 months, that's to show you how possible anything can be at this point in time. Because Nigeria, for me, Africa and Nigeria as a whole is already out there. Even music-wise, movie-wise.
But do you think we have actually broken into the fashion scene?
Yeah, we are getting there.
We are getting there, but...
Yeah, this is like a step. For me, we are not prominent yet. But then names are crawling in bit by bit. You get me? So it's not something that's going to happen just think of an eye like bam, it has happened. No, it's something that is going to take a little bit of time, but then gradually we'll get there.
Yeah.
So Prince Charles being the first guy to achieve this means that it's possible for other people to achieve this.
Yeah. So we look at Prince Charles, and I'm telling you, he's one in a million, you know, of actions. But what are the challenges that young models, you know, face, you know, in the Nigerian industry when they are trying to break into the international stage?
For me, I think the lack of connection. Most times, connection is the best thing you can have for me. So that Charles now has the right connection. The right person spotted him. The right person had the right connection.
Yeah.
Which led him to be on that stage is now. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So anybody could spot you at any point in time, but if that person lacks the right connection to take you to that big place, you still have to walk your way.
So you feel like Nigeria fashion, I mean, we have a lot of fashion shows in Nigeria.
Yes.
Lagos has its own fashion week, Port Harcourt has their own fashion week, but do you think our fashion week, I mean, if we have a really good fashion week, I mean, we would have international scouts, you know, in and out of Nigeria, in and out of our fashion weeks, but we hardly see these scouts coming in, these model scouts coming into our fashion weeks. I mean, what's happening?
Probably you haven't tapped to the international, to the stage of reaching the international audience. Are you getting me? So for me, I felt like we haven't reached that stage. For now, even if you check now, it's like as of last year, that we started having more foreign collaborators in the music industry.
Yeah.
And that's like something that is revealing. You know that, okay, we are getting there. You have the likes of Ghana coming to feature 3 artists from one country in one
Actually,
album.
4 artists. He had Tenny, you know, on an album.
Okay, so you are getting something like... So it's, for me, it's something that when we reach that level, we will still enter the industry, the fashion industry. So I feel like it's something that is progressive. As of last 2 years, you wouldn't even imagine that something like this could happen. But as of like recent years now, it's happening. People are going there. So for me, we are going to get there with due time. Get me?
All right. I mean, when the story first broke out, I mean, on most popular blogs, it's wrote from the streets of Lagos to the streets of Paris. And a lot of people were like, why are we always Lagosifying a particular word? That's what I use. Why are we always Lagosifying, you know, anything good that comes out of Nigeria?
From Lagos.
Yeah, anything good that comes out from Nigeria is from Lagos. I mean, what do you think about that? Because it has been happening for so long and a lot of people are not speaking out. I mean, what can we do, you know, especially for a city like Port Harcourt, you know, who brings out a lot of entertainers? We do not get praised enough. So, I mean, what do you think needs to be done, you know, to help improve that?
For me, I think one of the things that needs to be done in this thing is rep your city. Wherever you are coming from, rep it. If I'm to go international tomorrow and I get to be on the international stage, doing whatever it is I'm doing, music, fashion, one way or another, I will still rep this particular city whereby this is where I started from. This was where I got to get the idea. I get to nurture the idea of me becoming what I want to become, you know. So I'll be like, this is where the fan base started from. This is where I have my core fan base. So whatever thing you are doing, as long as you have started to get the recognition, don't forget where you come from. Rep your city. Don't let anybody change that. For me, that will give you, it will even give you and your people more chance, like more open doors for people to be like, okay, it's from Port Harcourt. If someone like this can come from Port Harcourt, more people will be there. Let's go there. So people tagging everything to Lagos, for me, is not giving the whole Nigerian, other people in other places in Nigeria the chance to grow. Just like Port Harcourt now. We have many people from Port Harcourt. Burna Boy is from here. Dandi's even from here. You get me? So we have people that OGC Maraj is still from here. They are going international. You get me? So it's just something that once you are from each city, try to rep your city. Lagos is not the only state in Nigeria. So we need more people to rep where they are from and put the word out there they are from here. This is where it's all started. So.
All right, and I think the last question I'll ask you is how can local fashion ecosystem, you know, better support emerging talent like so more stories like Prince Charles we can see more stories like that, you know. How do we build our system in Nigeria, you know, to help churn out more talent like Prince Charles? We need to see more of the Prince Charles story coming forward. Yeah,
for me, we need to do that because Nigeria is getting to that stage where it needs to be global because we are doing a whole lot. There is a whole lot of talent in this country. So for me, I feel like let's not just see them and let them be. We need to support them. Even our own artists, people that have already made it, they need to like carry us along at this point in time. Because imagine them building all these whole things, making all this way, and then they are not leading people with them. They are not carrying people along with them. So it's not going to give us that good fronting. So most people that are already there at the top need to come back and support the local fashion style. Like they need to like, I'm already here, let me come back to you and carry some people up to this place so that those people too can still come back and carry other people along. So imagine if everybody's investing in this country now, trying to get the fashion show to be something that is much more bigger than what it already is. So make it a bigger occasion. I mean, we have international friends, we have international recognition already. We could just build much more fan base and make it much more global. So people at the top need to support, you know, grow what you already have and nurture it to the points whereby it's going to go international. All right, this is how far we can go on this episode of ATN Gen Z. I mean, thank you, Benedict Chika. You know, you made this episode of the show, you know, so wonderful. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. And don't forget, this program is open for sponsorship, jingles, advert placement, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products and service promotion, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We are also available on Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Don't forget to follow us on our social media.